Abraham had dug wells wherever he stopped and pitched his tent while he was in the land of Canaan. However, wells do not last forever. Unfortunately for Abraham's wells, the Philistines were very jealous of Abraham's success and his children. Thus, after Abraham's death, they filled the wells with rocks, and later they actually stuffed dirt into the wells. This made it difficult to near impossible to use the wells again. Abraham named each of the wells that he had dug during his lifetime. That was very common back then. Now, why was it important that Isaac rebuilt the wells? After he had redug a well, he gave it a new name. What Isaac was doing was to continue the dream of Abraham, that God told Abraham that his children would eventually inherit the land. It was important for Isaac to dig up Abraham's wells and restore them to the beauty of the land that his father Abraham had created when he dug the wells. It is a way to honor one's parents and grandparents by maintaining things they built throughout their lifetime. You can see this if you go into Europe, where buildings have stood for hundreds and hundreds of years. In the United States, people like to tear down old buildings instead of restoring them. When we tear down the buildings, we are removing the building's history. For example, when a church or synagogue tears down or renovates a building for a different usage, they forget about the congregation that once worshiped there. Keeping history alive is important because it reminds us of how and who we were and what our values are or were. When we destroy buildings and tear down statues, society forgets what its values were and how those values, I should say, came to be.